Look at these! Yes, folks. We are up to episode number 4. These fantabulous books. I'm really starting to enjoy this. Getting to look at different books that, you don't know if you might like them or not, but, giving them a try. Um, Today is a exceptionally interesting thing because for the first time, I'm looking at a nonfiction book that I picked up. But we'll get to that in just a little bit. The first one that caught my eye is this: Everyone in My Family Has Killed Someone by Benjamin Stevenson. I've heard from more than one person, and it even says right here that it's like Knives Out, that series of movies. And I enjoy that series of movies. It's supposed to be very witty, very funny. Seems like basically everybody in this character's family has killed someone. So, yeah, it caught my eye. It seems like it's part mystery, part comedy. So, why the hell not? Give it a shot. So, yes, that's book number 1. Now, book number 2 is Dead But Dreaming of Electric Sheep. Yes. Paul Tremblay, and I have to admit, the book cover caught my eye, just a eyeball and a big eyeball. But yeah, apparently this is kind of a sci-fi slash horror um, version of what did they say it was? Weekend at Bernie's. Apparently, people are trying to control a dead guy. That's all I know about this. Yeah, best-selling author of horror movie, just horror movie, Paul Tremblay. It's got some really good reviews here. New York Times, Boston Globe, NPR. Can't go wrong with that. So I'm looking forward to reading this. Now, finally, the third book is called Let the Stories Be Told. It's about the Cars. And I firmly believe that the Cars is one of the more underrated new wave rock punk bands of the late 70s and early 80s. And this is apparently a story about their lives. It was written by Bill Janovitz, who apparently wrote a book about Leon Russell. That's interesting. But I saw this and I just thought, wow, that's really cool to have a story told about the Cars. I really, I was ready to snap this one up. It was actually between this and another kind of mystery slash comedy. But I'm like, I don't want to just delve into purely fiction. Nonfiction, biographies, other such things. I don't necessarily want to just go for one or two types of books on this series. I really want to try for different types. So this is the first of many of those. But yeah, so we got these 3 books. Hopefully I don't drop them right here. And of course, same rules apply. 20 or so pages. I'll give my assessment, and then I will see if I want to continue reading them or not. I have a suspicion that at the very least the one about the Cars is going to wind up going into the positive pile. Now, of course, I probably just jinxed myself, but I guess we'll see. Yeah, gonna do a little bit of reading, and I will see.
Come on, y'all! Commence the
Reading! Alright, we are back, and we have finished reading these three books, well, at least the first 20 or so pages of them, and here we go. Here's my assessments. Now, first of all, this one here, super well written. Mr. Benjamin Stevenson. Um, he has a way of writing that really kind of hooks, at least to me. Kind of like, I'm not going to give spoilers, but I will say this. The fact that the narrator of the story kind of tries to straddle the line between, oh, maybe I'm an unreliable narrator, or maybe I am. I don't know. This premise really got me intrigued. And reading the first 20 or so pages of it intrigued me even more. So I absolutely will keep reading this one. It is absolutely excellent stuff. I cannot stress just how good of a book I think this might be. So we're going to put that over there. Yeah. Paul Tremblay. The cover is awesome. This cover is awesome. But the way you write is just so very tedious. I could not get through 5 or 6 pages of this without my eyes glazing over. And it's a shame because the premise really got to me. I just like Philip K. Dick, if he wrote Weekend at Bernie's, or I believe that was what the thing is. Let me take a look here. Yeah. I just could not get through this. It took a lot for me to get past the 20-page limit. This might have been one of the worst slogs I ever read through. And it's a shame because it looked really promising. The premise sounded promising. The cover is really cool. But yeah, I'm sorry. I just cannot, in good conscience, recommend this to anybody, and this is definitely not recommended. It's definitely getting donated. So, yeah. Very good. Very, very good. It doesn't really hurt that I'm a fan of the cars, so maybe, it's a little bit of cheating, but the way that Bill Janovitz writes, you can tell he put a lot of time and effort into this. You can tell he really enjoys talking about the cars. Um, much like with It Came from Neverland, I actually found myself really forgetting the time and just going through this book, and I'm just like, oh, I am way past 20 pages. Yeah. He really knows his stuff, Mr. Bill Janowitz. Um, yeah. I really would like to kind of find, because it says here the best-selling author of Leon Russell. I'd like to try and find that book about Leon Russell because if this book is any indication, then the Leon Russell book is probably going to be great as well. And that's coming from somebody who doesn't even, unfortunately, know the music of Leon Russell very well. So, yeah, in summation, after two straight episodes of mostly negativity, two awesome books here to keep reading. Unfortunately, this one just, it's got to go. Just couldn't get into it. That's really all there is to say about that. So, yeah, thanks for joining me on this one, and I look forward to the next episode. So, I'll